Mr. Epic, Episode 3, True Crime Stories for Sleep. Story 3, The Disappearance of Bryce Laspisa. Hello everyone, and welcome to Mr. Epic. This is a place where we explore real stories from the darker side of life, calmly, respectfully, and without sensationalism. Many of you listen while resting, relaxing, or drifting towards sleep. So before we begin, I'd like to gently remind you that the stories shared here involve real people and real tragedies. They are told not for shock, but for remembrance, awareness, and understanding. For the best experience tonight, lower your volume slightly, get comfortable, and allow the story to quietly unfold in the background. If you're listening from somewhere in the world right now, feel free to leave a comment and let me know where you're tuning in from. And if this channel brings you comfort, consider liking the video and subscribing. It truly helps Mr. Epic grow. Alright, dim the lights, slow your breathing, and let's begin. In August of 2013, Bryce Laspisa was a 19-year-old college student with his entire life ahead of him. He was described by friends and family as intelligent, polite, and easygoing. Bryce had grown up in Illinois in a close-knit household with parents who were deeply involved in his life. He was creative, thoughtful, and had never shown signs of serious trouble. When Bryce enrolled at a university in California, his parents were proud. It was a big step, moving across the country, starting adulthood, discovering independence. At first, everything seemed fine, but something began to change. In the months leading up to his disappearance, Bryce's behavior grew increasingly unusual. He began drinking heavily, using prescription stimulants excessively, sleeping irregularly. Friends noticed mood swings, withdrawal, long silences where Bryce would simply stare, lost in thought. When confronted, Bryce insisted he was fine. Nothing was wrong, but those closest to him felt an unshakable sense of unease. On August 27, 2013, Bryce packed his belongings into his car and told friends he was heading home to Illinois to visit his parents. It should have been a straightforward drive, but Bryce never arrived. Instead, something strange happened. Late that night, Bryce pulled off the highway near a small town. He stayed there for hours. Police were called after someone noticed his car parked in the same place for an unusually long time. When officers approached Bryce, they found him calm, coherent, and polite. He said he was tired. He said he was fine. He said he would continue driving soon. Police saw no reason to detain him. They left. Bryce remained. Over the next several hours, Bryce made phone calls to his parents. The conversations were calm, but unsettling. He apologized. He thanked them. He told them he loved them. His parents felt something was wrong, deeply wrong. They pleaded with him to stay put, to let police help, to rest. Bryce agreed. But once again, nothing changed. He stayed in the same location for nearly 13 hours. Eventually, Bryce started driving again. But instead of heading home, he turned in the opposite direction. His car was later found crashed at the bottom of a steep ravine near a remote lake. The scene was shocking. The car had gone straight off the road, windows shattered, belongings scattered. But Bryce was gone. There was blood in the vehicle, but not enough to explain what happened. No footprints, no trail, just silence. Search teams scoured the area. Helicopters, divers, dogs. No sign of Bryce. Authorities suggested he may have survived the crash and walked away. Others believed he entered the nearby wilderness. Some suspected suicide, but no body was ever found. No confirmed sightings. No answers. Why did Bryce stay parked for so long? Why didn't police intervene more forcefully? Why did he turn away from home? Why did he leave his belongings behind? And most haunting of all, if Bryce survived the crash, where did he go? Bryce's parents never stopped searching. They followed every lead, every rumor, every possible sighting. Years passed. The silence remained. Bryce Laspisa did not leave a note. He did not explain his actions. He simply vanished. Bryce's story is not just a mystery. It is a reminder that distress does not always look like chaos, that suffering can be quiet, that sometimes the most dangerous moments are the calmest ones. It also reminds us how fragile the line is between being found and being lost. As we come to the end of this story, allow the unanswered questions to slowly drift away. Let the gentle rain wash over your thoughts, not to erase the story, but to soften its edges. Thank you for listening to Mr. Epic. If you're still awake, leave a comment and let me know where you're listening from and what time it is in your part of the world. And when you're ready, let yourself rest. Good night.